Hey guys, you got Cringe here. So we just wrapped up with the conference championship weekend. It was Washington versus Philly and KC and Buffalo, and I guess I was backwards on my picks. I thought Buffalo would get Kansas City by double digits, and once again they fucking lose by 3. So it's another fucking nail biter. Like, teams in the AfC, man, even teams in the league, like, you gotta know that if you're in a fucking close game with Kansas City, you're not gonna win. Like, that's just how it goes. It was always the same thing with the Patriots too. If you're in a fucking close game with these guys, they're gonna fucking get you every time. So, and then on the other side, you had fucking Philly blew the goddamn door off Washington. Holy shit. So I missed like the first 10 minutes. I put it on and Philly's already up 14-6. And they were missing a field goal to go up 17-6. Barkley's first touch was for a fucking like 40-something yard touchdown. And it's, and then I'm at work, so I'm doing work. And then I go and check back, and Washington had just scored, but they missed the 2-point conversion. So it's 14-12. It looks like it's going to be a game now. And then it's like, no. Jalen Hurts runs for 3 fucking touchdowns. Saquon Barkley runs for 3 touchdowns. I think the backup running back, I don't know if it's still Smallwood or whatever, but the backup running back, he had a touchdown. Like, A.J. Brown had a touchdown. Like, they just went off. It was like, 55-23 or some shit. Like, so here's the thing, though, right? Kansas City, Josh Allen did his thing, and it's like, Buffalo's season ends basically the same way the Ravens' season ends. Mark Andrews drops that 2-point conversion. This game, Dalton Kincaid dropped the huge 4th and 6 pass. I mean, he had to dive for it. He had to come back to it. At the same time, it looked like Allen was putting it where it needed to be with a fucking pop fly with 3 guys in his face, and it's almost like Kincaid overran the route and then came back, and I don't care though. Like, you're getting paid millions and millions and millions of dollars to play fucking football. Something like a lot of us love. So, like, I would love to go out there and be able to play football for free, and these guys make a bunch of fucking money. So it's like, you got to catch that ball. I don't care. Like, and that's the difference. Like, the teams and the guys that want it, they make that fucking catch, so, and he makes that catch, they're at least in field goal range. It at least comes down to Bass again. But like what the fuck, man? When I was a kid, the first 4 Super Bowls I really remember, Buffalo was in all 4 of them. They lost all 4 of them. But I'm a Dolphins fan, obviously. I'm not supposed to be rooting for Buffalo. It's like, we just went through 20 fucking years of the Patriots, and now it's like division's up for grabs, and it's been like 6-7 years of fucking Buffalo. So what the fuck? But this is the 5th year in a row that I've rooted for them in the playoffs, and they can't close the fucking deal. So I'm closing the door on Buffalo. They get to the playoffs next year. Good luck, whatever. Hopefully you guys can get over that hump, but I'm done rooting for you. And I'm done with the Chiefs. Like, my thing is, the Chiefs, like, the refs in the Chiefs games, they're under such a fucking microscope that one 4th down late in the game where Josh Allen went for it and they didn't give it to him. They gave it to the Chiefs. And then I think the initial call was Chiefs ball. They didn't get it, but then they went back and looked at it, and there wasn't enough to reverse the call. I think in that fucking situation, with all the heat that's on the refs, all the people closely watching these games, it's a 50-50 play. Do I think Josh Allen had the first down? Yeah, I think he had it. So I think in that scenario, you give Buffalo the first down and you take a little bit of fucking heat off yourselves. And instead they give it to the Chiefs. They go down, they score. Buffalo scores 2, but still, like, maybe that's a game changer right there. I don't know. Washington, they've got nothing to be down about. They had a great year. Nobody thought they'd do what they did. Dan Quinn's got that team. They got to work on some defense, especially that rush defense. So I know that they were like the 30th ranked run defense, and now you're going up against Hurts and Barkley and a team that just pounds the fucking rock. like to the tune of 190 yards a game on average, and they still go out there and fuck shit up with the run. So if they can go out and they can get some guys, you know, I'd like to see, if T. Higgins is going to leave the Bengals and he's going to go anywhere, I would love to see him go to Washington. And I keep seeing a lot of things lately where there's a petition out for Washington that a lot of these Native Americans, they want to get that logo back. They want to get that team name back. And I'm all in favor of that. I think they should be the Washington Redskins. I think it should be the Cleveland Indians. The high school I went to around here, we were the Taconic Braves. I'm an Atlanta Braves fan myself. So they ended up changing the team name here. They're the Taconic Thunder now. So it's like, I'm in favor of that. Like, the Cleveland Indians logo, yeah, that did look kind of cartoonish and wacky. But, like, the Redskins logo, that's a solid, like, that's a great representation of an old school Indian chief. And, you know, and you got to think of it from, like, a different point of view where, you know, a lot of Native American people probably were Redskin fans because that's something they can relate to. So I don't like the Washington Commander name. I didn't mind the Washington football team name, but I'm in favor of the Washington Redskins. Philly, so taking a look at this Super Bowl, like, today's only Tuesday. The conference championships just ended 2 days ago. If you look at it in all legit, like, Kansas City has struggled all year. Somehow they win, but they've struggled all year. This isn't the Kansas City that we're used to seeing. Look at Kelsey. I think he had, like, his worst playoff game this past weekend. Guy's been killing it every time he's in the playoffs, but this past weekend, it was, like, late in the game, he had a catch for, like, 8 yards or some shit. I know he had another catch or two after that, but in all reality, the Eagles should kick the living shit out of the Chiefs. They should win probably 48-20. Like, they should just go in there and throttle them the same way the Buccaneers did a couple years back. But something just tells me that it's going to end up being it's going to be a close game where Kansas City wins by 2 or 3 points. And I don't know what to make of that shit. Like, I love football, but I'm so tired of seeing the same teams. You got to think, since 2001 to now, it's like 25 years. It's either been the Patriots or the Chiefs, basically in the AfC championship game. The Chiefs have been in 5 out of the past 6 Super Bowls. And don't get me wrong, like, legit, if you're getting there every year because you're just dominating everybody like the Bulls did with Michael Jordan, then, like, that's, but like the Bulls, that's 5-on-5. So it's easier to be more dominant in a sport like that. Like, we're in a free agency period where anybody can go play anywhere for X amount of dollars all the time. Like, I don't get it. I could see if it was like 30, 40 years ago where there wasn't free agency and you had all the same guys and your team was dominant and you're there all the time. But we live in a different era now and they're still in there all the fucking time. So it doesn't matter if they go to the playoffs as the 1 seed, the 2 seed, the 3 seed. It always ends with them in the Super Bowl, and it usually ends with them winning the Super Bowl. And as much as it'd be cool to see the first team ever three-peat, I got to see the first team ever go to overtime. Like, not even the Patriots could three-peat. And it's like I want to root for Philly. I know what happens in these cases. But I'll do another one. I'll do another video coming up on like a Super Bowl preview. I'll do a Chiefs and Eagles preview. Right now I got to get my ass home. My daughter's got to go to work. I didn't realize it was already as late as it is, so I kind of got to cut shit short. But yeah, let me know your input. You know, thanks for watching.